welcome to Fantastic Books and How to Write Them. Today's short is about writing cinematically, specifically within an action scene. So, what are some points to consider when we're writing, say, a battle scene in a high fantasy fiction? Well, first we have to think about the auditory. What is your character hear? Examples are the clashing of swords, the hum of arrows, the sounding of horns, the roar of war machines. Keeping with that sensory data, we also need to think about the visual. What does your character see? Examples are armies marching into battle, the mountains beyond, the night sky above, their comrades. Tactile. What does your character feel? The roughness of the terrain, perhaps, the coldness of the wind, the pounding of their heart? Consider the role of the narrative zoom lens. Depending on the scale of the scene, you may need to zoom in and out to give the reader adequate coverage of events. For example, if there's a battle and your primary character is engaged in close-range combat, we need to know what's happening to them personally, but we also need to know what's going on elsewhere on the battlefield. The outcome of the battle as a whole will likely determine what happens to your primary character and probably involve some of your secondary and tertiary characters, so we need to experience that too. Consider storyboarding as a method of choreographing combat sequences. Filmmakers and animators use a series of individual frames to plan out action sequences, rather like a graphic novel. You can illustrate your scene block by block prior to writing it out to help you keep the actions logical, cohesive, and organized. And don't feel like you have to be a great artist to do this. Stick figures work. Please stay tuned for more fantastic books and how to write them. In the meantime, just keep writing.